We all want love and to be loved, don't we? We all want to live that happily ever after, just like all the fairy tales and romantic comedies tell us. But how many people actually make it there? Today we are trying to answer, why do relationships fail? As we get older, we realize that love isn't as easy as it's made out to be in the movies. When it comes to real life, sometimes, more often than not in fact, relationships just aren't so easy. Why is it then so difficult for so many people to keep a relationship together? While the list of reasons can be endless, there are some more common reasons though as to why relationships fail. So let's take a closer look at them. Five reasons why relationships fail. Miscommunication. Most people were never trained on how to communicate well with one another. Instead, we unconsciously model the communication skills that were presented to us by our parents. Therefore, a lot of couples frequently misunderstand each other due to a lack of proper communication. Of course, this often leads to conflict if you don't know how to work through these misunderstandings. It's better for couples to express their frustrations and find a way to talk through them rather than not argue at all. Finances. Now we all would like to believe that finances and money should not come in the way of true love, but that's not always the case. According to research, having differences over money is one of the top reasons for relationship conflicts. One of you might be a spender and the other one might be a saver. How people handle money can be a cause of conflict in many relationships, especially when both sides are polar opposites in terms of their financial habits. Money issues and disputes tap into some of our deepest psychological needs and fears like trust, safety, security, power, control, and survival. Difference in priorities. For some, the significant other in a relationship or family is the primary center of gravity for life. Nothing else comes close as far as importance is concerned. For others though, a romantic relationship, even a committed one, is but a part of life. There are many other aspects of life that are, in their perspective, justifiably of a higher priority. When one partner is learning and growing at a rapid pace while the other is stagnating, this may be a source of divergence. The professional and social circles of the couple begin to diverge, and soon the couple themselves differentiate. They have physically, intellectually, and socially grown apart. Lack of boundaries. Practicing healthy boundaries is fairly overlooked in relationships, but let me tell you, it's quite important. It's only when you can retain your core self that you can connect to the other person. This boundary is psychological, a conceptual limit between you and the other person, one that acknowledges every adult is responsible for themselves, and not having them can be messy. If the boundary is too rigid, we don't let other people in, and if it's too porous, then there's no limit, and their emotions constantly affect you. The healthiest version is being empathetic without getting threatened by your partner's emotions. Lack of commitment. Sometimes people come together and get into a relationship just because they don't feel like being single or being alone. Now, that's not at all a good enough reason to be with someone. Many people just go through the motions with their partner, but they don't feel very committed. If one or both the people in the relationship lack the same level of commitment, then that relationship most probably will not survive. Well guys, people always say relationships are difficult. However, they don't always have to be maybe. Relationships aren't inherently hard. It's the people in them that make them hard. So if you see that anything on this list is causing or has already caused problems, well then you can learn from it. And you can keep watching this space for more such helpful videos.